Hey everybody, this is Brandon from Sparksmith, and today I wanted to go over our projector headlight assemblies that we offer for the 03 to 07 Chevy Silverado. We've made a recent change to these where they are basically a plug-and-play solution now. It comes with an integrated resistor that plugs into your factory turn signal so that you can run whatever kind of bulbs you want in your factory turn signals. Also makes it to where the white running light portion for both lights is a plug-and-play thing. There's no splicing required. So first step on these is to remove the grille, which on these trucks is a very simple process. You have to pull the black plastic trim that sits on top of the grille. There's just a couple of pop tabs. You can pop those out with like a flathead screwdriver, and then there's retaining clips, 6 total retaining clips, 2 at the top corners, 2 directly below, and 1 on each wing. And you just use like a flathead or something and kind of pop those guys out, and the whole grill will come off. Once you've got that out of the way, your headlights, you probably know, all the factory headlights, they have this one retaining pin here, and so you just pop that guy up and slide the pin out, and the old headlight comes out. Down below, the parking light, it just clips in. So there's, if you'll look right here, there's just this little kind of clip piece that clips into the outboard side, and the inboard side just kind of hooks into place. Reinstalling these is just that easy, with the exception of you'll want to do the headlight first. So if you get your headlight into place, ours come pre-installed with our high-powered LEDs in both the low beam and the high beam, and you'll plug those in. When you plug these in, make sure, because the low beam and high beam are polarity sensitive, that means it matters which one positive, which is negative. You want the black wire from the headlight to match to the black wire on the truck. So you may have to flip it over opposite of what would seem like it's best, but just make sure that the black wire matches to the black wire. And same thing on the low beam, make sure it's black wire to black wire. And then you'll set the new headlight in place and go ahead and pop that pin in so it doesn't fall off. And then on the lower one, you'll take our new adapter with the resistor. The first thing you want to do is we're going to include a tube of this dielectric grease. So take that, you'll have to nip the end off of it, and you want to fill this cavity for the factory cavity. You want to fill that with grease about like so. That's going to prevent water from getting in there and causing the pins to corrode, which will cause all sorts of problems down the line. Then when you plug this in, there's a blue, red, and black. And on your factory plug, there's a blue, brown, and black. And so you want the black wire to correspond to the black wire. So just make sure they're both on the same side and plug that guy in. The resistor, you can take, we'll have some screws. The resistor only has power when you have your turn signal on, so it won't ever get very hot. So you can actually take it and just screw it directly to this plastic. You can zip tie it up if you'd rather just do that. You can zip tie it to the wires. It's not going to hurt a thing. And then your factory bulb, or whatever bulb you're going to use, will go into this dark brown socket, and that will plug into your new parking light. You want to take these protective covers off of all 3. And so obviously your daytime running light goes into there. The new dark brown plug with whatever bulb you want goes into that one and clips into the outer one. And then your marker light, this plug actually powers this white running light. So that plug will go into the factory marker light. And take note, the red wire needs to go to the brown wire on that. And it should just slide right in. Once you've done that, you want to gently tuck the excess wire back into the housing so that you can get this factory plug connected in here. Because once you seat it in there, and just give it a slight clockwise turn, you'll feel it kind of lock into place. That's going to keep moisture out of these assemblies. So once you've got all 3 sockets back into the housing, you just hook the inner hook in and clip it in on the outer part, and it's as simple as that. The whole thing is plug and play. Your headlights will be ready to go. Before you put the grill back on, go ahead and turn your headlights on, make sure everything works, hit the turn signal, make sure that works. You know, make sure your daytime running light works and all that stuff, so that, you know, if something needs to be swapped around or whatever, you don't have to go through taking the grill back off. But double check all your connections, test everything, you should be good to go. Thanks.